There's not many positives. There's really not many positives. I think that's Secrets Hotel. Cracks in the plaster. £10 extra to get the remote control to work the air conditioning. Can't really fault the location. You're literally right next to the ocean. So this is your pool shower. Are very, very, very rude. Hi everyone. So today, or this last week, we've been staying in a place in Playa Blanca in Lanzarote called the SBH Royal Mónica. There's not many positives. There's really not many positives. I will show you the hotel and I'll show you our experience. Other people might have had a different experience, although the feedback I've been getting off of a lot of guests from different ages, from different nations, it's pretty much all the same feedback. It's a tired hotel, and I'm not sure if it should be open really. But anyway, this is the balcony. The rooms are quite big, but that doesn't necessarily mean everything, does it? But we'll take a look around. So this is the balcony. Right, so this is the room. You come out of the room, and then, I mean, the view, I can't fault the view. I really can't. It's probably one of the best views I've probably had in any hotel. That's one positive. You can see there's a cruise liner coming in over there. You've got the beautiful ocean there, and then just across the ocean you've got Fuerteventura. Yeah, so it's a nice sized balcony. You can come round and it goes round here as well. That door is sealed shut, it doesn't open. But yeah, this is a hotel. This is what's next to our hotel. But then there's like a bit of a junkyard, which is a bit weird. But okay. Just there, I think that's Secrets Hotel or Villas or something like that. Yeah, I think that's Secrets. If you go round, just around the coastline, there's like all these fancy bits and pieces. It looks like villas, but maybe that's what it's made up of, that hotel. It's very nice anyway over there. Right, so focusing back on this hotel, if you look here, you can see that's where the hotel goes down there. Not that great. And you can see all the plaster and things like that. There's bits and pieces everywhere, all falling to pieces. And I'll show you more of that in a minute. Alright, so this is the room in the SHB Royal Mónica. This is what it is. Let me show you. So, as you come into the door, you've got a bathroom through there, like a dining room, I guess, and then a living room, and then you get two sofas. And then obviously you got your balcony out there, which you saw a minute ago. Kids are just playing. We're just getting ready to leave. You got a telly on the wall there. There are only about 2 or 3 English channels, because this is mainly like a French and German hotel, as we've discovered. You get a little picture on the wall there. Really high ceilings. I don't know if you can see that coming out. Yeah. Oh, there's a fan on the wall there. This is one of the bedrooms. And then, like I say, you get a wardrobe. You do get air conditioning. There's a fan. You do get air conditioning, but you have to pay €10 deposit for the thing. For the remote control, which is quite interesting. Never had that before. And if we come over here to the bathroom, and everyone, you can see the mirror. Obviously you've got your toilet. It's quite a big bathroom. Then you've got your bath. And your shower. What are you saying?
It is clean.
It is clean.
Like, it's cleaner than most bathrooms that we've been to. Like,
yeah.
It is actually clean.
So it's a shining point.
Yeah. So that's a one positive. It's clean and it's a big area, but there's no storage.
Oh, something's happening with the kids. And then let's see the other bedroom. So you got the master bedroom, if you will, with a double bed. We got a cot as well. Then you get wardrobes in there, lots of storage in there, and then a chair. So that's pretty much it. That's the room. There is a safe in that just there, but there's no fridge or anything like that. There's no kettle either.
No,
So we had to buy our own little kettle. We've got a little travel kettle.
If you've got a little one or you want a bath, you have to request a bath plug from reception free of charge.
That. Yeah.
And the aircon, who said that?
Yeah.
The fan doesn't work in that bedroom, so thank God for aircon, because the fan doesn't work. There's no main bin, so you have to, all your rubbish, we've just been using carrier bags when we've been out, and I've just been dumping them outside. Because if I leave them on the floor in here, now I just go through it and just chuck it like a raccoon.
Like fun, yeah, exactly, yeah. Right, that's pretty much it. So, on to the next bit. So this is the room that we stayed in, 3201, which is the top right hand corner. Again, going back to what's around the hotel, unfortunately, when you look down there, there's like some sort of drop of rubbish. It doesn't look very tidy at all. And then as you can see, you have people leaving stuff like that everywhere, cracks in the plaster, and it really does look like it's about to fall down the bloody place. And then there's this balcony that runs across here. I mean, it really does not feel safe at all. It's literally at waist height. But I think that's quite a common thing in Spain. Is just safety is just not really a thing. They're just not bothered about it. And this is another thing. So we are a family of 5. We have 3 young children, and we got put in the furthest, highest room you can go in, with no lifts, just stairs, which is really frustrating as well. One really weird thing is, if you want air conditioning, you have to pay £10 extra to get the remote control to work the air conditioning. I've never had that before in a hotel. Also, there are no plugs in the baths. So you have to go to reception to get a plug. What's that about? God knows. This, again, example of this place absolutely falling apart. Look at that. Does not look safe at all, does it? Again, this is the SBH Royal Mónica. All of these pillars are all falling apart. Really not good. Okay, so just here, this is the shop. So in there you can get all your sort of standard bits and pieces, like your holiday knickknacks, things like that. A couple of drinks, bottles of wine, things like that. Again, you might need the bottles of wine. So this is the reception area. So you might need to take your layers off if you come in there. Like I say, there's no air conditioning or anything like that. You've got your check-in reception, which is just there. You've got car hire, what do they call it, excursions, bits and pieces at the back, just there. Then you've got a lift, just there, which is only useful if you're in this bit, not useful if you're not in this area of the hotel. And there's a couple of little seating areas, as you can see. And then you get to the front of the hotel. Hold on. So yeah, this is the front of the hotel, SBH Royal Mónica. And then you are literally right next to Mountain Roja, which is just there. And then if you carry on down this way, on this road, there is a few restaurants, shops, like minute markets, that kind of thing, super dino, hyper dino rather. So you can actually get bits and pieces if you need it as well. It's about a 10-minute walk just that way. So that's the reception area. Now I'll take you down into the gym and the spa. Alright. Can't really fault the location. You're literally right next to the ocean, which is just there, which is really nice. Again, you're looking at fencing and stuff like that. Looks really tired. Just, that's like a volleyball court. And there's lots of different rooms. Again, they all look like they need a good refurb. This is the way to, again, this is a problem if you've got a buggy. You have to go right the way round on the beach to get round. So there is a park for the kids. But again, it is looking pretty tired. It is looking pretty tired. And as we come over here, now what there are, which is pretty interesting, before I go over there, is these like little alcoves that you can use as part of the hotel. So as part of the hotel, you can sit, as you can see, in these like alcoves away from the wind, and then you can sit sunbathing. I mean, that's a pretty cool, unique feature, so I guess that's another plus. So this entertainment hall, it's like a tiki hut, but it looks like the tiki hut was probably built when it first opened, and then they've never really done anything to it, including replacing the roof, because it looks very, very tired. But anyway, here we go. So this is where the swimming pools are as well. There are 2 swimming pools, or one but with 2 separate sections. Actually there's 3 because there's a kids pool up there as well, but I'll show you that in a second. So that's some of them. Let me just tell you about that in a second. I mean, as you can see, it's not very big. We're early in the morning now, so there's nobody around, which is perfect. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning, so this is your nightly entertainment area. And that's pretty much all it consists of. So the pool bar is literally here. Like I said, look, it's all falling apart. Not very well maintained at all. So this is really weird as well. So this is open. So you got breakfast, lunch and dinner, it says. But this doesn't actually open for breakfast at all. I think that's just pertaining to the dinner hall. But if you came in here at past 11, you have to pay for your drinks. But to be honest with you, they weren't that great when they were free. So there is a stage over the back there. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, I think you can see. And that's it really. That's the pool bar slash entertainment area. The drinks, again, we first came here day one. We've only been here a week. We had to come here because there was nowhere else to book, literally on the island, and it's half term just started, which we didn't realise. So we came here and we thought, oh, well, it's going to be an all-inclusive hotel. Even if it's not great, it'll be okay. But I mean, it just takes the mick, to be honest with you. I feel like it does. That's your toilet for the whole of the outside area. That's it. It's just one little toilet for the whole of the outside area. Again, it looks like a public toilet in some sort of I don't know. Yeah, yeah, you can see it. So this is the pool area. Right, let's have a look at the pool area. Yeah, the drinks, I was talking about the drinks. So the drinks, they actually water the drinks down. I asked for a whiskey. I'm a fond whiskey drinker. I don't drink all the time, but I like my whiskey. And it was clearly watered down. It wasn't very nice at all. So we just didn't bother with the drinks at all after that day. Alright, let's go down the stairs. So these stairs, again, they're not particularly safe. I think they need higher railings or something like that. Again, because if you tripped up the stairs, you could quite easily fall over the balcony. But there we go. So again, the rooms with a view, most of the rooms do have quite a nice view. Can't really fault the view. It's just the hotel itself, I think. It just doesn't look very well maintained at all. So then you come to this building here. This building here is like an afternoon bar that is self-service. So it is an all-inclusive resort, but the definition of all-inclusive, I don't know. I think it's sort of lost on them that, is it all-inclusive if there's nothing really to offer? Not sure. But anyway, this is what you get in the evenings. So there's never anybody in here. There's a coffee machine and a juice machine. There is a beer tap. And then there's like soft drinks just there. I don't know if you can see that. But the soft drinks, most of them are out of order all the time, which is quite interesting. And then it's literally just a pool table and some chairs and very low lighting. There's not really much that goes on in there, and nobody really goes in there because it's boring. There's just more rooms just over there. There's nothing really interesting to say about that. Something you can see there, if you look at that cracking on the balcony, again just another example of how this hotel is in desperate need of help. I mean, you've got this garden here, it's like an archway. I mean, it's meant to light up and it just looks like it's been burnt, to be honest. I don't know what this is. Maybe some sort of attempt at making something garden or something like that. So just about to go through the lunch hall, which isn't really much of a lunch hall. You can see behind me, just there, people just having something to eat. But to be honest with you, again, the choices are not very good, to say the least. You're probably looking for dinner and lunch. You've got 4 options mainly, and then ice cream and some weird desserts. I don't know. Again, it's no point in showing you because it's not really worth showing. But it is what it is. So that's just the other side of that building. But just up there, as we just walk through, above the lunch hall is the reception area. There's generally no air conditioning in the reception area as well, so when you're in reception checking in, it's absolutely sweltering. Just word of a warning if you are going in here. And that's pretty much it over there. You've got, I'll just turn it around, I'm not getting anybody in the camera now. So again, that's the reception. You can come down these steps, there's a shop at the top just there. You've got this area to sort of sit, I guess. There's nothing else you can really do there. And then down there is a spa. I'll probably go down there in a second actually, and I'll show you what that spa is. I use the term spa very lightly. And there is kind of a gym, but again I'll show you in a minute. It's okay, I guess, if you were desperate. I'd rather just do push-ups and sit-ups in the room, to be honest, but there we go. So as we go this way towards the entertainment area, this is all open to the public as well, by the way. There's no gates or fences or anything like that. Anybody can just wander in or wander out. Again, location, this is your pool shower. Yeah, there you go. So that's your lovely pool shower. So this is one of the swimming pools. So this is they're not heated. Either of them are not heated. I mean, you've got your tiles missing all over the shop, which is just fantastic. And then all along the edge, just there, I don't know if you can see. See if I can zoom in there. But you've got your nice green algae growing there on the edge there, so that's nice. And then there's like a film across the top. I don't know if the camera can really pick that up, but it needs cleaning. And then we've got this little pool over here. Let's take a look at that. And they're just slight things that you could do to just improve, but they just don't. I mean, this one's got like a green tint to it, and it just doesn't look clean at all. And it's freezing. It's absolutely freezing. But we wouldn't let the kids go in there because it looks like they'll get dysentery from it or something like that. God knows. Hola. So one other thing is staff. Some of the staff are really quite nice and they go out their way to help you and do what you know, go to your needs and try and help you out. Others are very, very, very rude. So my son put his, like he had a toy dragon and he put it in a pool table. You know, kids, they muck about and they put things in places they shouldn't. And we couldn't get it out. I wasn't there at the time, but the wife said to the people in the pool bar, can you open up the pool table and get the toy out? So he then decided to say to my wife, well, you're stupid for putting it in there in the first place. And then she said, well, it wasn't me, it was my son, and he's 3 years old. And he said, well, he's stupid as well. And she was just shocked and didn't really know what to say. To be honest, I'm glad I wasn't there because I think I'd have had something to say about that. But yeah, very disappointing. And also when we first checked in as well, they just didn't seem pleased to have you here. It was just, you know, some sort of effort. I don't know if they was having a bad day or whatever, but it seems to be pretty consistent with the staff in the hotel that they just don't want to be here and they can't be bothered to be here. But again, you get one or two that really are nice. So I'm not saying it's all of them, but that's our experience. That's what we've experienced. So this is the children's area. Again, there's no children here right now, so we're okay to film. It's early in the morning. So this is where they would go in the mini club that hasn't been open since we've been here at all. Bearing in mind it's been half term and it's just not been open. There's nothing in there anyway, so and then you've got these little tables and chairs. I don't know what that is over there. And then you've got like this little pool area if you wanted to be here with the kids in a little pool. I mean, that's okay. This isn't too bad at all, this little area. I mean, you know, I've got no complaints about this. It looks a lot cleaner. It looks tired, but it looks a lot cleaner. Then you've got a couple of tennis courts over there. They look okay, to be fair. What's this one? I think this is... Oh, this one's got no net in it, so this must just be football. And then over there you've got tennis. And then basketball. Yeah, okay. That just is what it is, I guess. Where should we go now? So again, like the location, fantastic, look. You know, and there's a promenade that goes all the way across the front of the hotel. And it's really nice, it's very pleasant. To walk along that, and that goes all the way down into Playa Blanca town. As you can see, there's a lighthouse there. The pathway goes all the way to there. Just as you come out of the hotel, actually, there's a little tapas bar just on the left. If I'm pointing correctly, yeah, just there, which is actually really quite nice. You could just sit there, have some tapas, and watch the world go by, so to speak. If you fancied. But there we go. Right, I'm now going to go to show you the gym and the reception area, I think, and the little shop. Okay, so just going down these stairs where there's the gym and the spa. Right, so this is the treatment menu. Bearing in mind I've never seen anyone in here or it open, so I don't actually know if it's open. So it looks like there's a, just make sure no one's in there, there's not, no. There's like a bubbly thing going on in there. No, still locked. Seems to be always closed, which is weird. So I think there's like a little tiny swimming pool there. some showers, and then like some whirlpooly thing here. But again, never seen it open, never seen anyone in it. So it's just running for no reason. In here, this is the gymnasium. It's a bit like a school gym really, isn't it? With the old things on the wall. So there's your free weights just there. And there's your machines. It's something, which is better than nothing. Actually, the one saving grace is actually probably this leg machine, which is actually very, very good. Old school, but gold. Oldie but a goldie, that one. It's actually a really effective, good machine. The rest of them, you can have a workout. There's some space. So that's the gym. So those are facilities that you have as an option. Yeah, that's pretty much the SBH Royal Mónica. Maybe I'll sneak into the breakfast just there and show you what's available. Let me see if I can. See what happens. Hola. Hola. Oh, there's a gluten-free area. That's it. And you get coffee machines like that. So that was your offerings for breakfast. For us, that is definitely not ideal for what we would call breakfast, and nothing that our sons would eat. Even the pastries are a bit, a bit of a letdown really, but there we go. That's another area you can sit in. Looks like there's a bar that should be there, but it's never been opened. Maybe once upon a time, 15 years ago, it was probably a nice hotel. Again, I just want to give you guys an honest, open opinion from our experience of what we have seen and what we've felt in this hotel. For, what was it now? I think it was a week we stayed here. We've paid €1,600, just over €1,600 to stay here for a week, all inclusive. But like I say, we've literally gone out every day. We've just treated it like a room, basically. But there we go. That's pretty much it for the SBH Royal. I'll tell you what, I'll finish off showing the room. But I'll probably put that footage where the room is rather than at the end. All these stairs. Lots of stairs. So I'll put that footage in back where the room is. If you did like the video, don't forget to like. Give us a like, it always helps the channel out. It helps us reach other people so they can see what we're doing. And don't forget to subscribe. Right, see you next time.